When you travel the world for a year, you see and experience so much, and we want to share our daily travels with you. Unfortunately, a hard drive failure means we have to tell the middle a little bit differently. So, welcome to Storytime with the Happy Hoppies in this edition of The Lost Episodes. So this is our last day of exploring the UAE. And of course, we had to see the most iconic building before we left, and so we start making our way to the Burj Khalifa. And the crazy thing is that we actually see our friend Rachel again. So I'm not sure if you remember, but back when we were in Belgium, on like day 100 something, we met up with Rachel. It was Peter's friend from college, and I had never met her, so it was super fun to meet her and stay with her when we were there for a couple of days. And then when we flew from Israel down to Tunisia, the cheapest route was to go through Brussels. And so we saw her again a second time. And then less than, what was that, like 2 weeks later, we see her again in Dubai because her sister lives there and it was Christmas time. And so she was visiting her sister in Dubai. So absolutely crazy. Her sister is married to someone that is from the UAE. Then her parents, they had flown from the US, and so then they were there, and so we kind of crashed their family gathering. But it was so fun because not seeing our family at Christmas time and then kind of being in another like family for like a couple hours, that was like so nice.
So we were gonna meet up with them for lunch.
Yep. Go
to a restaurant that they had in mind that Rachel's sister's husband always takes people to when they come visit. When we took the metro from our hotel, dropped us off at the Dubai Mall, and so we wandered through the Dubai Mall, got to explore that a little bit. We saw this gold-plated BMW is on display there.
And the funny thing is though, is because we weren't going back to our hotel, we had our bags with us for the day, and so we get dropped off in this metro, and now we're walking through this mall with our bags, and I am texting Rachel like, I feel like I'm lost. Like, how do I get up to see the Burj Khalifa? Because we're kind of like underground. It was amazing. Anyways, we finally get out, see the Burj Khalifa. It is ginormous. You try to get pictures. I'm actually kind of glad we don't have those pictures because it's not an attractive angle when you're trying to get yourself
selfies
in the picture with the Burj Khalifa, because then you're just like, yeah, it's not really our most attractive angle. So I'm not too sad about losing those pictures.
But that's cool. We got to see the Burj Khalifa during the day, walked around there a little bit, got some pictures. Just walked away, found this statue of like a camel and a couple other things. And then went on to meet up with Rachel and her family.
Yep, and so it was so cool to like then be at a local's house because her brother-in-law like knew like where to show us and everything, and so he took us to this Parisian restaurant, and Parisian
is Paris.
Oh. And he took us to this family style restaurant. It's called Special Ustadi, and it's a Middle Eastern Persian restaurant. And it was really, really amazing food. So we all went there, and like on the walk there was like this little like teepee thing.
Yeah, I don't know what all of that was. I don't remember all of that exactly, but I got some pictures from some stuff we saw along the way. It's something I think historic, and I did see a picture about the Dubai Museum, so I don't know if that was like an outdoor display part of that. Anyway, so after we finished up with the lunch, then we kind of split up. And we went off with Rachel. She needed to get some spices at the spice market.
Yep.
Or the spice souk. So we went with her over to the spice souk and wandered around there, found the spice that she was looking for.
She went to a specific vendor that her sister had dealt with previously, and so it was pretty cool to like see that because they had been coming back there on a more regular basis than just one time, and so they built a relationship then with this vendor, and so it was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, and then from there we decided to go to the gold souk, the gold market, to go see all these gold things. And I thought I'd taken more pictures, but apparently I only got a couple like street view pictures of the place. I think I was mainly relying on Lisa's video because her camera does a little bit better in the dark, and it was getting pretty dark at that point, and she was doing some good vlogging, but of course we don't have that. So
yeah, so the spice souk is on this side and on the river, and then on the other side is the gold souk. So we actually took this like little boat to get over, and it was kind of crazy because didn't we just like pay the guy, but like there wasn't a sign to like know how much to pay. And like Rachel, it was nice going with her because she'd been there before, and then she just like was like, yeah, this is what you just give him, like you just give it to him and then just go on, or whatever it was, I don't know.
So after exploring the gold souk, we came back to Burj Khalifa, got to see that all lit up at night, and got to enjoy a little water fountain show. They have the music that goes along with, you know, the choreographed fountains.
Show like every hour throughout the day, but I think it's cooler probably at night to see. So then we went back to her brother-in-law's place, grabbed our bags, and then he took us to the airport, but not before we stopped and had some more Dubai experiences.
So first we went to this place where they had kind of a crepe treat. I forget exactly what we got in it, but whatever it was, I just remember it being really good. I really enjoyed it. It was kind of a crispier thing. So they were like making all these orders up. You go up, order what you wanted in it. It might have been almost a savory one that we had too, I think.
Oh, okay.
But it was really good. He ordered a couple different things, and we got to try it. And you know, there was all these people that were coming up in their cars, putting their order in, getting it in a bag to go, and then taking off with it too. But it was cool. It was good.
Yeah, and then we stopped and we went to this other like vendor right there on the street, but they had a shop, but it wasn't like, you had still had to park and then walk to it and then just order from the window. And it was tea, and it's crazy, like that's pretty much, maybe they sell other stuff there, but that's what this shop is known for. And we were there in the evening time, and so they were about to like shut down, and apparently when we came and then other people came, then they decided, okay, I guess we will make one more pot of this tea, because they were about to be done for the night. But they did make another pot, so we got a fresh pot, and it was Karak tea, also known as Karak chai. It was really good. It was really almost, I remember it being creamy, so they probably put some milk in it if I remember correctly.
It was pretty sweet.
It was good. Oh yeah, that's sugar. I mean, sugar makes anything better.
Whatever was in it, that's great.
Yeah. So then we get to the airport and say goodbye to Rachel, and spoiler alert, that was the last time we saw Rachel. So we saw her like 3 times in like a 2.5 month period. So that was pretty cool. I was almost a little sad I remember leaving her because we had seen her so much, and I knew that most likely going on to Asia, unless she was gonna, because she travels a lot too, unless she came down and saw us, that we probably weren't gonna see her again. So I remember being actually like really sad to leave her.
Yeah. So we go into the airport, and when we get to our gate, we had a little preview of the next country we're going to, India, because there were tons of people everywhere.
Yeah, because we got there at like 11 p.m. and I think our flight took off at like 2 or 3 a.m. And so because of that, people were trying to sleep. And normally in the airport, if you're gonna sleep, like you're either gonna sleep like in a chair or like maybe go off to like the sides to like lay down to sleep. Nope, not at this gate. They weren't. They were just all the aisle stuff. It was a little taste of the crowdedness that we would experience in India.
So in the next video, we'll see you in India.
Yeah, see ya.